Alright gang, welcome back to our survival challenge here on New Frontier. It is now July day 1, and as you can see, I have purchased an autoload trailer. My initial goal was to not do this, but we're getting to a point now where we're getting so many bales that it is taking me an eternity just to load them up. So just to save myself and you the pain and suffering that comes with loading up bales, I decided to go ahead and buy an autoload trailer. So that's what we're doing, right? So we're just going to utilize this autoload trailer because, well, quite frankly, it's just going to save me time and help me be able to continue to progress the series here. So we have a full load, as you can see already. We already have some that are in the actual shed itself. Let me do a quick save here. Obviously, I've been doing work off camera. There are some that are in the shed already, the ones that were up on the hill. Remember we mowed a couple of episodes ago up on top of the hill by where our log cabin's going to be. And I picked those up with the forks, brought them all the way back down to the shed, and they are being stored in the shed. I looked at the silage price. I was expecting us to not actually have to do this for a bit. But the silage price right now is $2 less than what the average best price is. So I'm fine with losing $2 per 1,000 liters. That really doesn't harm me too much. So we're going to go ahead and sell them now. There's another reason why. I don't think we're going to be able to get there, unfortunately. But in the used market, there is a harvester, and it is a fantastic harvester. It is an outrageously expensive harvester, but it's got 775 horsepower. It's pretty legit. Probably won't get there, but you know, we'll see. I guess we'll see how much money we make off the silage. I've been very busy chopping down trees off camera, so much so that, as you can see, we're at 135,529. It was pretty much maxed. It was like 149 something. It wouldn't even accept another tree. So I've been busy. And we're going to go back there. We're going to take a look at all the trees I knocked down. It really probably won't look like I knocked anything down. That's the funny thing, right? You knock all these trees down, you drag them to the sawmill, and you go and look at it, and you're like, that doesn't really look like you did a whole lot. Maybe you removed 4 or 5 trees, but no, I removed like probably a solid 30, 40 trees from that area. But I'll show you what I'm talking about in just a minute. All right, so I probably shouldn't have even turned that off. I just kind of wasted my time for a second, but I just want to make sure I'm doing this right. I'm assuming it's the same way as it was on FS22. I have yet to do an auto-load trailer on FS25. So this is the first one. So we want to unload bales. Yeah, I guess that worked. There we go. Yeah, so we're definitely not going to be able to get that harvester, unfortunately. Even if I didn't purchase this autoload trailer, we still were not going to be able to get it. The autoload trailer was not that expensive. It was less than 20 grand, or right around it, rather. So, I mean, even if we had an extra 20 grand, yeah, we'd have almost $150,000 right now, but that's not $315,000. So we're not going to get there, unfortunately, but it was a good thought to maybe potentially try to go that way. There is another tractor out here, which would be nice to have. We only have one tractor at current, so having a second tractor would be nice, I think. Let's see. Stop unloading. There we go. Now, we do have more bales, but we don't probably have enough for another full trailer load, I think. We probably have, I don't know, maybe half or so. Now, you might also be noticing, and I'm going to do the best I can to try to keep the camera down here. It doesn't seem as severe. With the most recent update that Giants did to the game, there is an issue. I was working on my members video for January. They get a bonus video every month for being a member. So I was working on that, and I thought it might have been just the map had an issue on console, but it's not that. It happened to be something with the most recent update that Giants did, which at the time of this recording would have been 2 days ago, I guess, or well, maybe a day ago. I don't know. Anyway, the time you're watching this, I think it would be 2 days ago, so probably a day ago at the time of the recording. I think that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. But anyway, on the bottom of the screen, there is an issue. where it kind of like starts glitching out and then it starts like flickering. I don't really know how to explain it to you. It only happens in Farming Simulator. I've double checked to make sure it's not, you know, the Xbox console or the TV or the OBS or anything like that. It works perfectly fine if I'm playing my Dynasty Warriors Origins, which I'm playing on the other channel, right? Works perfectly fine there. Works perfectly fine on any other game that I try as well. And so there is clearly something wrong with this update they did. I even went to the extent of uninstalling. I think I installed like a handful of mods the same day that update came out, and I went to the extent of uninstalling all of those, and it still didn't work. So there's clearly something's wrong, and hopefully we'll get an update soon. But you never know, I guess. But I'm hoping that there's some kind of update here soon for us to help resolve that issue. So there you go. Not even, well, I guess it's about halfway. About a half load. So, you're going to get $15,000-ish out of this. Which is great, man. I'm ecstatic about that. But, it won't get us to that mark we wanted to be at for that harvester. But, I never really expected to even have a harvester. I was expecting that I had to buy my own anyway. Problem being is that we have $104,000, and that's the harvester that we use pretty much in every series. I would ideally like to get this class 226, so we've got some work to do. Now, as far as the actual field itself, I don't know if it's ready today, but it's going to be close if it's not ready. It won't even show me the growth, which is weird. I don't know why it's happening, but sometimes it doesn't even show me what's happening as far as, you know, the growth. It looks like it's ready to harvest. It is ready to harvest. So there's another problem, right? We don't have a harvester, and it's ready to harvest. We're also going to buy some kind of a silo. Now, granted, I do have the trailer that we were utilizing before I bought this autoload, right? And I've already converted it back to the trailer, the actual crop storing trailer. It does have a cover on it. So in a pinch, we could hold it in there for a little while, right? So we may, I don't know for sure if it'll be able to hold the entire harvest or not, but if it can, that could be a way for us to save a couple of bucks. It's not going to be a major amount of savings by any means, because we can get some silos that are relatively inexpensive. But it's an option for us to potentially consider as we move along on this episode. But how's everybody doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. We've got some hail in the forecast, as you can see. That's just not good. I actually just noticed that. That's coming at 11 o'clock. Really, we probably want to harvest that field before the hail gets here, because we could rue some hail damage. So it might be a situation where, unfortunately, we're going to have to purchase that same exact harvester that we've utilized many times before. Alright, there you go. Just under 20 grand. Not too shabby, gang. Not too shabby. So, given all of that understanding, really the only other thing we could potentially try to do here is we've got a bunch of stuff here that I don't think we necessarily need anymore. I don't think we need, where is it? This, but it's only 3,147, so that's not going to get us the $220 something, 220,000, whatever it is. We don't need that anymore. Again, not going to get us there. I mean, everything else really we need. So I don't think there's any way, unfortunately, for us to get there if we want to still continue to harvest today, which realistically we want to do. Because we only have a limited period of time where we can actually harvest anyway, right? Because we do have seasons on. So, yeah. Let's just make sure that I'm not misstating everything and that we can actually harvest this today. It was oat, wasn't it? It was oat, I think. Yes, we can harvest it in this month and we can harvest it in the next month. I mean, I guess there's a chance that maybe we wait to the next month and see if there's another harvester that comes out, but I don't really like that thought. So I guess we're going to have to go with this one, gang. And we can upgrade later, right? We can always upgrade later. I'll go with the trailer board. That's fine. At least I can change the chopper colors, maybe to try to change it up a little bit. I don't know what I want to do here, though. I don't think that really looks good. No, it doesn't. I mean, you would think just go standard black, but I've utilized black, so yeah, I guess we'll just go black. We'll go black. It's fine. All right, we're left with 12,861. Man, that is expensive for all that. We had to do it, though, gang. We had to do it. And we'll just look to try to upgrade the harvester here in the near future. So I'm going to leave the tractor and the trailer up here for just a brief moment while I get down here. We'll go ahead and... There's the flickering. I don't know if you just saw it or not. It only happens in certain angles and certain aspects. I don't know why. I can't explain it to you. But anyway, we'll head down here, get onto the field, and start harvesting up that oat field. And hopefully we'll get it done before the hail gets here. Fingers crossed. I don't know if we will or not, but fingers crossed. Alright, we are back. Let's get going here, gang. We are going to drop straw here. Hopefully I have it set up right. If not, I'll stop it as soon as we get going here. Yep, perfect. So we're going to drop straw because we're going to make straw bales out of this. It's not going to make us a ton of extra money, but we probably will be end up utilizing some of that straw because, as I've mentioned many episodes ago, and I'm sure I've mentioned it probably since then too, but one of our other goals in this series is to add water buffalo. I have yet to do water buffalo yet. I'd like to do those. We've got goats going on the Triple Threat Challenge series, but water buffalo are still one of the new animals I have yet to do anything with. So we are going to be doing those, and I would expect that to probably start happening here pretty soon. Probably once we're done with harvesting this and, you know, get a couple other things sorted out. Probably next episode, maybe the following episode, we'll probably be incorporating water buffalo. Or at least beginning to work on water buffalo. Now, I just sold all the silage bales, so realistically, I guess there's a chance there that we might have to wait a little bit before we have some more silage, but you get the point. Nonetheless, we're going to at least beginning to start sorting out where we're going to put the water buffalo, etc. Now, what we're going to do up here is we're going to be taking down some more trees up here. This is an awkward shaped field. We're going to try to make it a little bit more of a realistically shaped field. It's still going to be awkward, but less awkward than it currently is. It's very weird to me, and maybe somebody in the comments can let me know why, when you look at the mini-map, this happens on the Triple Threat Challenge in a small section too. If you have a crop in there of a field that you created, sometimes it just doesn't show up, so you have no idea. You have to go actually and look at the crop field to see what it needs or what's wrong with it. It's weird to me that it doesn't show that, you know, this field is ready to harvest. Now, heading back quickly to the water buffalo, more than likely they're going to be down there somewhere near our sheep. We're going to kind of keep that as like a little animal sanctuary or something down there, I guess. Oh boy, here comes the hail. We're going to have to stop. We can't continue. Man, that sucks. That hit faster than I expected. We've got a tornado coming, too, at 4 o'clock. I don't know if you noticed that. Next month, oh my goodness, next month's going to be brutal. Tornado, rain, cloudy, rain. Oh, boy. Well, I guess July's tornado. July just has tornado on it. That's it. August has rain. Oh, boy. Well, we better get this down here. Get the other trailer out. And drop the crop in there so we don't damage it any more than we have to. Might have to speed up time a little bit here and wait for the hail to finish. Let's just hope and pray, fingers crossed, we don't get any more hail damage, because we already have a little bit of hail damage on that field. Don't want to lose any more yield if I can help it. Alright, unload. Hurry up. Man, it sucks, man. You can see the hail damage right there in the middle over there. That's what we had before. So I'm just hoping and praying that we don't have any more hail damage today. Let's put the cover back on, protect it as much as possible. We can fold this up. Let me get this out of the way, and then we can put the harvester underneath the trees, at least give it a little bit of cover space. Okay, the problem we have here is this is... Oof. There's not a whole lot of room to maneuver, and this is not a very easy trailer maneuver either. Alright, here we go. You get inside first person for a minute. Alright, that'll work. We'll just set it there for right now, kind of in the way, but I want to get the harvester out of the way here. I don't like that this harvester, like a lot of other pieces of equipment, even though I have the automatic start-stop engine off, it will still turn the engine off if you go away from it. I hate that. I really do. I hate it. Oh, there goes the bottom glitching area again. I got to move the camera. All right, we can keep that there for right now. Sounded like it was going to stop for a second. Did you hear that? There's an area there where it's not, weird. That's weird. Alright, well, there's nothing else for us to do right now besides me show you a little bit of what I've been working on. The best I can, at least. It's not going to be the greatest with all the hail coming down, but you'll get it anyway. So I've got a big log here, right? I'm going to have to come over there and probably pick it up. It probably can accept it now at this point, but... I've knocked down a bunch of trees here, gang. Well, I mean, it doesn't, like I said, might not look like it, but here was the extent of our other field. We kind of mowed down to here, as you can see. You can see the difference here where it was mowed versus not mowed, right? So all this, and back in here even, starting to get rid of all these trees. Now, the more I think about this, I'm thinking I might change ever so slightly what we initially said we were going to do. I'm not positive on that statement, but I might. And what I mean by that is, originally we were saying, okay, well, let's just kind of cut this down the middle and go this way. And I still like that idea. But I think it might be smarter for us to put a road through here. Right? Somewhere in there, wherever, somewhere in this area. Like this. That connects up over here to where our main yard is going to be. We'll have this road, which will be the main road, but we can have a bit of a track right here. And then we can start another field, which obviously would be somewhere right in here, probably starting. And have it come this way, and then over here, towards the end of our area. I think that might be the smarter approach. So I think that's what we're going to try to do as we move forward here. We're also going to expand this field a little bit back to here, up near, closer to the road, as I mentioned we were going to do. And then we have to start working on putting the track up in here. Now, it costs us a lot more money than I was expecting, right, to get the harvester and everything going, but that's okay. We got it going. In the interim here, while this rain's happening, we're going to take at least whatever it is we need. I haven't looked yet. Whatever it is we need for, our log cabin. We're going to go ahead and pick that up from the sawmill and bring it up there. So we'll go take a look at that and see what we need. There's the glitching again, man. That is driving me insane. I really hope they come out with an update soon. There wasn't an update this morning at the time that I started recording this. I'm actually recording this, well, the day before it's going to release. So, I mean, this is relatively fresh, and it's still there. Wood beam, 4,000. Okay. 4,000 liters of wood beam. I don't think we have 4,000 liters of wood beam because I sold everything. Let's just go see what kind of wood beams we got here, then. We've got 2,000 liters of wood beam. So we're not going to be able to really move that along, at least probably not in this episode. But that's okay. Not a complaint, just a statement, just a observation, I guess, if you will. That looks like long planks. It is planks long. Let me just give me a minute here, gang. I'm gonna do it by hand for a second, just to get the other stuff to spawn here, potentially. Wood beam, there we go. Alright, let's grab that guy. I doubt another wood beam will spawn, but let's just wait and see. So if it is, we'll try to bring both of them at the same time. Well, we know it won't be planks. Whatever spawns here. Come on, spawn. We've got tons of wood chips, which is going to make us a ton of money when that time comes. Yeah, planks long. That's kind of what I was afraid I was going to spawn. Okay, wood should be wood beam now. There's nothing else that can spawn besides wood beam. Come on. Thank you. Okay, what is happening here? There we go. Well, that went well. That went about as well as you possibly could have expected it to go. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna have to work on this a little bit more as well, as I've mentioned a number of times already. It's not the most flat area back here, so it's a little difficult to sometimes get those pallets off of that area, but that's all right. So we'll take these up here, drop them off, and then we're probably going to rest until the hail's done, and just fingers crossed, like I said before, that there is no further hail damage to that field. So that way we can continue our harvest. Okay, perfect. We got to get some more wood beams, but let's go rest and go have an early lunch and be back when the hail's over. Alright, we're back, gang. 12:30. Nice little break in the middle of the work day. Not normally something you get while we're out here working the fields, but hey, we'll take it. We still have plenty of time to go ahead and get this field done. And that's really the main objective here today, is to get this field done. Alright, there's that little bit of a flickering glitch happening again here, gang. Sorry, I'm doing the best I can to try to make sure it doesn't happen. But I can't really explain it. Doesn't make sense to me either. There it is. It's happening pretty severely right there. You probably noticed that one. Alright, we're back underway here. Before we were so rudely interrupted by the hail. But the good thing is, it looks like it's going to be sunny for most of the rest of the day, which should give us plenty of time to accomplish everything else we need to accomplish today. Now, I'm not using steering assist or anything like that right now. We're just going to kind of go the old-fashioned way, if you will. Does look like we gained a little bit more hail damage, unfortunately. I kind of expected it. It sucks, but it is what it is. I guess we just have to carry on here and hope that the yield is still decent, even though we did get that hail damage. You can see it there clear as day. Now we are going to have to work on the field for that little area there. It will not let us re-drill that, so we will have to either cultivate it or plow it up, whatever. In this case, we're probably just going to do a direct plow of it. So we're going to go around the headland here a second time, and then we will, well, attempt to do some more traditional lines here. More than likely what we're going to work on doing here immediately, I said I was going to get rid of some trees right on this field, is we're probably going to get rid of these trees right here, this little section right here. Just take out this big corner here. Try to square this section off over here a little bit more. We also need to do a second application of fertilizer on our grass field down there. Since we really can't drill anything for a little while, we might as well keep it at grass and mow it one more time. Even if we mow it when it's not at its peak yield amount. Still extra money, and it really won't cost us a whole lot. That fertilizer is not going to cost us a ton of money. Man, that is driving me insane, man. I'm sure it's driving you all insane, too. You can really see it right there on the bottom of those trees. It's just, it doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you not have tested that? Very, very weird, man. And I'm afraid to even do a time-lapse, because if that starts happening in a time-lapse, that would make me sick. If you have that, what is it called? Epilepsy or whatever, right? That's not good. That's not good. Is it epilepsy? Did I say it right? Now I'm questioning if that's the right statement or not, but when you have issues with flashing lights and flickering and things like that, I don't know. I might be incorrect in that statement now that I said that. I gotta go look that up. Sound like a dumb person, Z. 54% full here. Gonna start doing some more traditional stuff here. I don't think it's epilepsy, gang. I don't know what I'm looking. I don't know what I'm thinking about. It is epilepsy. It is epilepsy. I've been sitting here looking. I should have told you that's what I was doing. That's why I've been quiet. I was looking because I was like, I don't want to... I sound like an idiot if that's not what it was. It is. It's just a version of epilepsy. That's what it is. Basically, it triggers seizures and things like that. Speaking of seizures, when I was younger, I used to have seizures a lot, and then I haven't really had one since. There was a guy, an army. I think he was in the army. I think that's what my mom said. I think he was in the army. But anyway, I was young. I don't know. I was probably 2, 3, 4 maybe. Got an airplane and I had a seizure, and the guy saved my life. Didn't even know me. Just some random stranger that was in the armed forces of some sort. I think it was army, like I said, but I'm not positive on that. I should ask my mom, but so thank you to that guy. Doesn't really seem to help a whole lot no matter where I'm going right now with the angle. It's still doing that glitching or that flickering no matter what I do. I'm probably going to take the windrower up here to this, honestly, to the straw up here. I mean, I don't necessarily need to do it, but I think I'm going to do it just to push all of it together and make less paths, or less trips, I guess, with the baler back and forth. So I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to hit this really quick. It's probably nothing, but I'm going to get it anyway really quick before I forget about it. This is a nice harvester, though, really it is. I mean, and like I said, we've utilized it a ton. It's really because it's the only option we have that is relatively reasonable as far as price goes. I think it's still too expensive, but it's relatively reasonable, especially compared to the other ones that we have out there. Still waiting for some more cheaper options to come out on ModHub for harvesting and just in general. There's a couple Massey Ferguson tractors that came out, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, that are, reasonably priced. You don't have a ton of horsepower or anything, which is kind of what you would expect, right, at that price point, but they're reasonable. But I'm looking for other things to come out like that. Finally, this is not specifically for this series, but finally, a square baler came out that's cheaper than the ones that are out there right now. It's still almost $100,000, but it's significantly better than what came standard at the box with the game. So that's going to help us out tremendously in the Farm Maze Challenge. As I've mentioned a number of times, that one... What the hell? I did not put a worker on. What the hell? Must have hit B too many times. So that baler is going to help us out tremendously. We've been able to do the hay bale maze or straw bale maze, whatever. It's going to help us out a lot. Does still mean we're going to have to find another field to purchase that we can get straw or hay off of or whatever, but that's okay. We can make that work. It's probably going to be a grass field on that series more than likely, but we'll let that one be for now. This is a different series, Z. Let's talk about this series, not that one. So we're nearly done here, gang. We are going to have to unload before we finish this, I think. And we're literally just going to be just short of being able to fill this thing to max. A different view. We don't normally get... Oh my god, that is terrible. We don't normally get this view. It's a kind of a cool angle to see it unload from down on the ground level. Alright, let's finish this sucker off. Man, that is... I know I keep bringing it up, man, but it's driving me crazy. The only reason I'm even doing a video right now is because I kind of have to. I don't have one ready for tomorrow, so... Well, I guess I'm saying tomorrow, but I didn't have one ready for today's episode, so I had to do it. Fold all this up. We'll go take this back down here. We're going to need to put down another shed. I'm not sure we have the money right now to put down another shed. But realistically, we need one. I really don't want to leave the harvester out in the weather if I can help it. Granted, the other series, a lot of them, we are leaving it out in the weather, but you get what I mean. I really don't want to unless I absolutely have to. So we might look to see if we can find a cheaper shed to put down. At least just to hold on to the harvester, to protect the harvester. There are a few out there I think we can make do with. So, there's still plenty of room in here for more crops, so I think for the time being, I'm not going to spend the money on the silo. We'll just leave it in the trailer here. Since it has a cover on it, it should protect it. It should be fine. As long as we don't hold it in there for too long, it should be perfectly fine. So we'll leave it in here with the cover on for the time being. So next thing we're going to do is hook up the fertilizer spreader. We're going to spread the fertilizer on our grass field there. And I can't get that glitching to go away. It's... we got more hail damage. I see it right now. We got more hail damage. Yep. Almost in the exact same spot as the other one was. Oh boy. Well, it is what it is. What can you do, right? What can you do? Alright, and we're underway. So, I think I'm going to attempt to do a little bit of a time-lapse here, gang. I'm hoping it's not too terrible. I would do the best I can to try to keep the angle the same to prevent that glitching at all, if at all possible. So, or that flickering, if at all possible. So, let's get this done. Alright, I decided to do a little bit of a longer time lapse. I'm not sure if it was the smartest idea or not. I'm seeing on OBS right now that glitching is showing up pretty apparent for all of you. So I apologize if it is unwatchable. There's not a whole lot, unfortunately, I can do right now. This is a in-game issue, not a Zorch issue, not a connection issue, not a TV issue, not an Xbox issue. It's literally a game issue, so it could be only console driven. I have no idea. I believe I saw a few people on my Discord state that it was kind of universal, that they were having issues as well, but they were crashing. I've crashed once. I really haven't had a whole lot of crashing occurring. It's just been this bottom little flickering glitch-like thing, more than anything for me. And it's more just a nuisance. It's not like you can't play the game. You can. It's just, it's been annoying. And it's probably not that great to view or watch. Made a decent amount of straw bales out of this, honestly. Quite a few. We won't, unfortunately, be able to get another bale out of what's on here, but I'll just pick up a couple of the scraps here. I don't think there were any other major scraps left, but drive over here to make sure. Yep, nothing over here. Okay, we'll go put this away. Alright, nice. Let's grab the auto-load trailer here. We'll pick up all those bales. We'll bring them over here and put them in the shed for now. Not going to sell them today. We'll keep them for the time being. Okay, evidently I don't have it on. There we go. Alright, so it's going to be 9 bales, 9 straw bales. That's not too shabby at all, based off the size of the field. I'll take that. Put the harvester probably in the worst spot, didn't I? Alright, I'm going to see if I can attempt to do this the other way, where I'm going to turn on the help menu really quick here, where you can actually move the bales off like an FS22, right? Just don't really remember all the buttons to do all this. Transporting position. How do you... Here we go. We need that. Okay. There we go. I needed to turn the assistant on before I unloaded. That's what it was. Alright, that'll work for now. Glitching's still happening. I apologize for that. I will kind of push all of those in there a little bit, if it lets me. It should. Just going to pull this over here for right now. Not really the most ideal spot for the trailers, but we're just going to leave them there for right now. They'll be alright. They'll be alright. Really, I probably should have just pushed these in here with the tractor, but that's alright. We'll do it manually. Alright, we've got a decent amount of grass and a decent amount of straw bales in here now, so that's useful, it's helpful. Alright, so let's take a look and see if we can find some kind of shed, because we need something for the harvester. I want to keep that harvester protected here. It's a relatively big one. It will fit the harvester easily. I'd kind of like something cheaper, though. That one would not really fit it. That one will definitely fit it easily and more. Even that would fit it, and that gives us a bunch more space, and it's only $3 grand. This is the one we're utilizing in the Survivor 25 series. These are nice, but they're too pricey for us right now. I think this might be the way to go. The problem really is, I don't know where I want to put it. We really don't have a ton of room for our yard yet. As I mentioned, like, we're going to kind of start going back. And as you can see, I've already started chopping down trees in here. But we're not quite there yet, right? Maybe I just go with it there, maybe. I mean, where else could we put it, realistically? Let's think about this for a minute. It's not owned by me, so that's not going to work. Don't want to put it over here. Don't want to intrude on the view at all. So it's either sticking it somewhere here, but I don't necessarily want to put it here yet because I want to utilize this as area to get more trees out, right? So not there. Really don't think I want to go any further this way. I think the sawmill is as far as I want to go, going that way. I think I want everything to kind of be back this way, heading that way into this whole big massive tree area, which means we got to get rid of a lot of trees, yes, but I don't know what it's overlapping with. I thought I just had it up there near that. Alright, we're going to put it there. Not perfect, but it will work, and we can always move it later on, right? If we don't end up liking it once we get a little bit of a better vision of our yard, we can always move it. But I think it's fine. I'm going to... whoa! That was some heavy flickering and glitching. Whoa. I'm going to put the wall up. I do like the walls up on this one. I love this feature. I wish a lot more of them had that feature where you could just move the walls up or down or whatever you want to do, right? I like that a lot. Let's just go ahead and back this sucker in here. Gives us a little bit more of an idea as well about, you know, putting down some more... I guess it's asphalt, but it doesn't really look like asphalt to me. Perfect. We've got another shed, gang. It's been a good day. We're going to leave the episode there. I hope you enjoyed it. Smash the like button and the subscribe button, please, and I will catch you all in the next episode.